Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We have been talking about the smart money concept all this while. Alright, so this is a trade that I took VIX75 based on the smart money concept. Alright, so for those who have been following up my videos in this channel, you'll probably see that we have been publishing videos and we explained all of the scenarios that you see here, and most of them we won them. Some of them were live trades that I brought to you guys, and I showed you the currently running trades, and I told you why I entered the trades. Alright, like here for instance, I created this resistance zone. You know, many people took their orders here and liquidity was grabbed up here. Alright, I explained this detailedly on the other videos, and then price came back after the institution, the banks, the market makers, which I usually call the big boys, you know, after taking their buy orders here, they had negative orders and price moved down. They had to move back and then mitigate the orders. After mitigating the orders, what happened? We sold again, and I showed you the live test that I took based on that. It came down. I equally showed you this. I showed you this zone too that was created, and price came back, actually created a resistance zone, came back, and then, you know, liquidity that was lying here was actually gathered. Then after moving down, price had to move back to mitigate the negative orders that were running. I showed you that in the other videos, and then all of a sudden price moved and price continued moving down. So we have been observing that for all that while. From here, price came and then it created a support zone. Price was unable to break the support zone for a while. After about 2 or 3 attempts, price broke down and this support zone became a resistance zone. So price, after, you know, consolidating for a while, you know, was unable to break this zone now, which had now become a resistance zone. So after hitting for a couple of times, it finally broke through, and this zone now that was a resistance became support. Price came back, retested, came retested, came retested. So after that, when it was too obvious that this zone was a retested zone, you know, many people would have been expecting to be taking orders here now, which was the concept that we explained. And because of that reason, we had liquidity lying here. Alright, we had liquidity lying here, which they had to gather. And even in this scenario here, you can see that after price broke down, it came, it retested, and after this rejection candle, many people rushed in, and when they rushed in, price moved down. You see, this wick was meant to gather liquidity, because whenever they say resistance or support zone, there is most likely to be liquidity lying down. Alright, so liquidity was lying below this zone here, and it was gathered around here. So price moved up, came back, retested the zone normally, went up, came now. It became so obvious, many people would have been looking to, you know, take their orders from here. What happened? Price came and rejected, started moving up. People who bought were happy that, oh, price is moving in their favor. But for that reason, there was liquidity that was lying below this zone. And when liquidity is lying here, market makers, the big boys, will always, you know, want to push price down so that it can gather liquidity. Because when price start moving back and there's no liquidity, it's known as liquidity void. There's insufficiency, so price will not really move. So after that, now price moved down and gathered liquidity down here. Now what happened here is, when price moved down and gathered liquidity, it came back and retested the zone. Now in the mind of most retail traders, they will know that, alright, price has broken down the zone. This zone has not become a resistance zone. So price moves down and then comes back to retest the zone. Now they'll feel that, okay, price has retested the zone. Other people will take their sell orders here. When they take their sell orders here, they place their stop losses above this zone. And then you see that this is a zone of liquidity. You see, price will start moving a little bit, because when they enter their take profits will probably be somewhere around here. So in their stop losses, their take profits will be here, their stop losses are above this zone. So what happened? What happened now is price retested, started coming down a little bit, and then now remember there is still liquidity up here. Market makers now have to move price up there to gather liquidity. So you see that liquidity have been gathered both sides. For those people who took their buy orders here after they believed that price was going to get rejected in the support zone and then place their stop loss here, liquidity was gathered. For those after price broke down and came, for those people who consider this to be break and retest, they took their sell orders, liquidity up here, bam, liquidity was equally gathered. So that is the concept of liquidity. The market makers all want to gather liquidity so that they can, it can cause price to, move. Alright, we can see here, this was a zone where liquidity got gathered. Okay, you can see from the spikes of the candle. So now from here, I understood the concept after judging the minds of retail traders and market makers. I understood that here I had to stay. I didn't take a buy here, neither did I take a sell here. So I waited for price. After the candle closed above here, I instead took my buy order, and you can see the very strong bullish candle. After this candle, there's a high probability that price will move up, unless for the fact that price has just gathered liquidity to move down, because most of those orders that are lying here will have been closed. So from here now, you see that if you enter, in most cases when you enter in this kind of situation, price will likely move very fast. Alright, so in some of the cases I can take a little bit of risks, alright, because my stop loss will be very close, because in most of these cases price will move very fast without retracing, because of the concept of liquidity. Lowest lots, the smallest lot size, this is via X75. This is about $10 from here to here. Alright, so just imagine that is good with a bigger lot size. So from there you can already make something out of it, even if price don't make it, but price could possibly be moving up and moving up to mitigate this zone. Because here, if you look at this zone here critically, let me insert this toe so that you can see. Alright, if you look at this was an order block here that was created after price created a resistance zone here and got rejected once, got rejected twice, came, and then the third time many people will have been looking for sell orders here. So what happened? Price moved up, and then to gather liquidity up there, price moved up. After gathering liquidity, it created an order block. So this is an order block here. Price could possibly be moving up to this order block. Price could move up to this order block here to mitigate the negative orders, because when price started moving down a little bit, market maker has to place what their buy orders here. They place their buy orders so that price could move up and gather liquidity before you see the strong bearish move. So now when price moves down, those their buy orders up there are still active. So these buy orders are still active, meaning that they are in a negative. Gathering liquidity here, they will in one way or the other find a way to move price back here to mitigate their negative order. Price could still possibly move down maybe to the next resistance or maybe to the next support down here, but you one day always find a way to move up here to mitigate the orders. So this is basically the concept, guys. So if you have not watched the other videos on liquidity, I'm going to drop the videos in the videos description below, or you check up there so that you can watch and then understand the concept better. Alright, so that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you are new to this channel, just click on the subscribe button, click on the like, click on the notification bell, so that whenever we post a new video, you are going to get notified. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.